Full time at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, Tottenham 2. Not a pleasant evening, not a pleasant experience, I'm sure, for any Arsenal fan watching. Never nice to lose a derby, particularly at home, where we've had a fantastic record at the Emirates Stadium against Tottenham. I suppose the consolation is we avoid a two-legged semi-final in January, which the way this squad is looking at the moment is not really something we can afford. I think it would stretch us possibly to breaking point. Are we at breaking point already? 2 defeats in a week. I will say this, I'm not sure we've played particularly well since we beat Spurs in the last derby. You know, we went to United and I thought we're actually pretty underwhelming there. Got the draw. The following game was Huddersfield, not great. Lost at Southampton. Now lost at Spurs. I think Unai Emery senses that, and I think that's why he played such a strong team tonight. I think he senses that the momentum is slipping from him a bit. And I think that's why he thought, I'm going to put a good side out, try and win this game, try and kickstart that positive run and get those positive performances going again. Because even though we remained unbeaten until Southampton, I'm not sure it's strictly true our performances were any great shakes in the final stretch of that run. Given that, and given that I think this game was important to Emery and that he did really try and win this, it's startling, isn't it, that he deemed Mesut Ozil surplus to requirements. Tactical reasons, he said, for leaving him out of the game. It's difficult to make much sense of that, but I think what we do learn is, look, this isn't just about illness, it's not just about a back problem. There is clearly an issue between the coach and the player. You know, think of what you would say if Mourinho had said it about Pogba. You'd say, well, there's something going on there. And I think Emery's got his feet under the table now. I think he feels a bit more comfortable as Arsenal manager, and this was him really putting a mark in the ground saying, this guy ain't for me. That's what I think. Maybe he's trying to motivate the player. I think that's his way of communicating to Raul, to Sven, to the people running the club. I don't know what to do with this guy. Because ultimately, he's not the guy who buys and sells players. He's not the guy who sells Mesut Ozil. It's not his call. If he wants to sell him, he has to communicate that to those above him. And I think he did that pretty clearly tonight. Anyway, for all the disappointment, we started the game pretty well. Ramsey came close, Mkhitaryan should have scored. That is the big difference, really. I mean, we conceded 2 goals tonight, yeah, and they were sloppy. We conceded 2 pretty sloppy goals. All right, one was a soft penalty award in the derby that we won 4-2. We scored 4 goals, though, and we took our half chances. At the moment, we are not taking our chances, really. We are not quite as efficient going forward as we have been, and we're suffering because the defence is the same. It is a bit more ragged at the moment because of the absentees. Xhaka was in there again tonight. Koscielny came on. We'll be really disappointed with his contribution to the second goal. If you look at the first goal, Son gets in behind the line. Maitland-Niles, Xhaka, Monreal, they're all out of sync with each other. Of course they are. They've never played together. And maybe Leno comes off his line a bit quicker than Cech does in that situation. After half-time, we had a good first 15 minutes or so. I thought Alex Iwobi was good. I mean, I know in the first half he had his critics, but I thought the majority of what he did tonight was good. I mean, he beats a man. He comes inside. Positionally, I think he's strong. He works hard defensively. He presses. There was one outstanding pass to Aubameyang, who was unfortunately just offside. But he came off, and when he came off, I sort of think our game fell apart a bit. We had Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang on. Lacazette and Aubameyang on. They didn't really link up very much at all. One instance where Lacazette hit the post. Lacazette was barely in the game, and Nketiah was thrown on. I don't really know to what ends. I mean, he couldn't really influence proceedings from the right wing. And once Spurs got their second goal, that kind of killed the game. It's really frustrating. It's really disappointing to lose a derby. I didn't want to lose this game. I wanted to win it and go through to the semi-finals. But it's happened now. It's all about top 4 this season. We do know that. The Europa League and the Champions League, for that reason, have to be the priority. I just sense the momentum is slightly moving away from Emery, and he needs a positive result this weekend. He really, really needs that, because we're out to enter a really sticky part of the season, including a trip to Anfield, and we need to be strong going to Anfield. All right, guys. Sorry about the result. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.